Yo, hello everyone. Welcome to the live stream for the weekend. And we're gonna, of course, remind you with what it might happen with stock market for this week, guys. So nice to see all of you. First, let me welcome you one by one. Koraya, welcome. Nice to see you. Hello, KG. Could you please review CSU today? So let's take also directly our our special request. So I hope that you are enjoying your weekend, guys, and your evening, your Sunday evening as well. So Hungo, welcome. Can you have a look at PayPal? PYPL? I think you mean PayPal, right? You're very welcome. And coin, if we have more time, of course, we gonna keep some space for everyone. Min Huyen, can you analyze ACLS? Thank you. You're very welcome, man. Yes, we can do this. Lucas, welcome, buddy. Nice to see you. Can you do DAX? Yeah, we can see the German index. We saw it last time. It wasn't really nice, but yeah, we'll see. Of course, again, remind you that RR for Arcane. You're very welcome. Nice to see you, Arcane. Polyheat, hello, buddy. QQ or triple Q, and which is ETF. All right. Is it triple Q with GA at the end, or I'm not sure, but I think it's triple Q, right? Briefly, I'm expecting the market to finish high in December. Santa rally. Okay. And then probably go lower January and February, then come March, quantitative easing is well, okay. I mean, guys, of course, I mean it's a market, you know. For me, I don't think like in this way. Okay, you can think about it like, yeah, I mean, in the long term, of course, the market is gonna move on, but for me, I don't think about it in that way. I prefer always, you know me, I take scenario by scenario. I take, of course, the priority first, and then estimate the next move. Um, to be honest, no one knows what's gonna be on Santa Claus on Christmas. Okay, not yet. We cannot really estimate what's gonna be, because in December, well, yeah, you can be in the wave five probably, but if we continue the drop down right now, you might be in this area in December. So also not really, how to say, solid scenario. All right, so we still need further indications that we're moving for higher, and we're gonna see, of course, we're gonna see tonight and tomorrow and the next week what's gonna happen. Hello, Kobe, nice to see you, buddy. William Capwell, okay. Nike, let's see Nike as well. All right. Okay. Yes, triple Q mid J, and yes. All right, guys. So let's start. Let's start with Nasdaq. Let's refresh our mindset here. What it might happen tomorrow with, of course, the market opening. I mean, tonight midnight. So basically, after our last analysis, we have decided, of course, to reshape our impulse here because, of course, of what's going on there. And with this reshape, we have a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 extended for a wave 3 here in 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, right? Currently, what we get is a potential ABC running flat where we saw, of course, potential 5 waves, but we saw 3 waves back and we dropped down and then we push up again. So the possibility is still there for a running flat. This is a new scenario, by the way, in case that we still gonna finish 5 ways down in a running flat, but it's gonna be kind of like ending diagonal, finishing exactly in the blue box and then start the move toward the upside. Now, another possibility, because this was impulsive, internally, we're going to see it again. It might be a potential wave A, B, and a C, or it can be, of course, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, meaning you finish here as W, X, and a Y. Okay. because this is the low and you have 3 waves and not 5 waves. Therefore, you cannot be in a wave C unless, of course, you get still one more move here as 4 and a 5 in the diagonal. So this scenario is still there. We still can see lower prices. We still can see the blue box hit and a retracement again. Can be a diagonal here and then moving toward the upside one more time. So we're gonna see, guys. If we dive a little bit inside yesterday, I mean Friday, not yesterday, we saw a retracement here. We saw an impulse toward the upside, very clear impulse, 15-minute chart. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And we start to range after it, which is good signal, right? But don't forget that it still can be 3 ways and we push down. In case that we push down again, lower than this box, well, guys, then of course we have to consider the wave 2 here. Okay, probably we have to consider a wave 2 or a longer wave 4 before the wave 2. Let's not rush. That is priority here. Meaning, if we push down the blue box and we take the low, that means, of course, confirmation for lower, and it might be here, of course, your wave 4 in a longer wave Y, meaning this wave Y can simply extend in a complex structure and hitting, of course, taking the low and still can be a wave 4 and then starting again, right? Starting for a wave 5. If not, if weakness will show up, like kind of like, because this is, of course, impulse 1, 2, and we're gonna see a wave 3, well, and then, of course, correction and so on. So the next target, of course, can be your wave 2, because once you become impulsive here, we finish 5 waves. Okay, things are going in kind of like very complex structure. Wave 4 has to finish, by the way, at 0.23, by the way, in case we are in wave 4 here. So very interesting. Of course, we have to be careful, because if we take this fib level from the wave 2 here to the wave 3, we still need the minimum target 0.23. So the question mark is that it can be, guys, that yes, we might dive to this next blue box, because now we have 3 priorities. Of course, this is the first priority. We need to break it, estimate it, analyze it, and we'll see what's going to happen. But if we break it and we take the confirmation for lower, next box is there, which it might still wave 4. If broken, of course, and we see broken with a very massive structure as impulse, that means we're going to get rebound, of course, and that might means, of course, wave 2. So that's why I was saying, of course, it's too early to call what is gonna be for December and so on, for Christmas or for the next week, next year. Sorry, because it can be several possibilities. But because if we succeed here, we simply move for higher. But if we fail it, we might succeed here and then we move for higher. But if we fail it again, then okay, minimum target is 0.38, which is 20K. And yeah, so this is what we are expecting for the next price action for Nasdaq. Currently on the lower time frame, I'm estimating 2 possibilities, which is, of course, wave 4, 5 in diagonal, or a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. One bullish, one bearish. Okay. Of course, how do we know which one? When we break the 1-to-1 fib level, in case we get the wave 2 or wave B here, if we break it and we move for higher, especially you take this high, that is our confirmation that we are proceeding with a wave 5. Okay, so this is how we're gonna treat it. Currently, what I see is, in both case scenario, higher prices maybe, but let me check the fib level first. If we take the fib levels taken here, wave 2, well, okay, we didn't yet reach the 0.38. So I believe, okay, we might open in lower prices. We might see at least this box hit. Maybe it's gonna continue simply drop down. Nobody knows. But I doubt it a little bit, because it is impulsive. So it needs kind of like wave C as a reaction, but maybe we drop down after it. But the thing is that in both case scenario, we might open lower for NASDAQ. Hello, Solitarius. Nice to see you, buddy, here too. So, yep. Opening might be, of course, for a little bit lower prices. We're going to estimate, of course, if we break this part, then definitely we're going to take the perfection for a wave two to be estimated here for potential reverse. But I mean, right now on the micro level, the direction should be much more for higher, despite, of course, the retracement. We should see something higher. Okay, so this is regarding NASDAQ. Let's see SPX as well. I mean, SPX is almost the same. So also the same scenarios I'm expecting. The first blue box priority to check what's going to happen in this area, WXNOY, or is going to be an ABC. A, B, and a C. In this wave C, you need, of course, kind of like diagonal, but a very remarkable differences here with SPX. You didn't took the low. Here, we didn't took the low. So this is very interesting for SPX. And that means it might take it like still 1-2 because this is an impulse potentially. And you have here an ABC or AB and a C. This is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So very interesting. Yeah, SPX is kind of like a little bit stronger than Nasdaq. Now, also the 15-minute chart shows the same 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. We have potentially, of course, we still need a retracement, and probably yes, you're still looking also for lower. So the opening might be a little bit lower or seek for lower prices. But yeah, we're gonna see, guys. We're gonna see. So the diagonal here doesn't really work perfectly as Nasdaq. Now, sometimes, of course, wave three can be truncated, but yeah, I mean it's your wave three. It should be the strongest. But that is a strength signal that we might move for higher here, right? So very interesting as well. Yep, we'll see, guys. The same scenarios, nothing different, but just this this low was not taken, which it might means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But if this is gonna happen, by the way, for SPX, that means Nasdaq also has to move very massively. Yes. So probably after the opening here, if in case it touch directly the 0.38, can it move directly massively in wave three? Because both SPX and Nasdaq normally goes together impulsively at the same time, right? So if SPX shows a 1-2 here and show a reaction of another 1-2 and we move higher, so I am expecting the same, right? So yeah, very interesting as well. This is a signal here, interesting one, guys, because we didn't took the low and we start to move impulse. All right, so the things might, of course, surprise us tomorrow. Can we see MO? Hi, first. Hi, Xianzu. How you doing? Can we see MO? Yes, of course, buddy. Let's see this one. MO. All right. Okay, guys. That's regarding the stock indexes. So we'll see. We'll see. But I'm a little bit optimistic. I'm a little bit optimistic, more bullish than bearish, honestly. But we'll see. We'll see tomorrow what's gonna be the the catastrophe. All right, so let's move with the gold, guys. 24 minutes. So for the gold, well, we saw a drop anyway. On Friday, it was a red global market, right? So gold, crypto, stocks, everything were just in red, right? So that was, of course, kind of like global panic. But basically, we got invalidation. Yeah, so we cannot deny that an invalidation has been taken here. And that means, of course, our testing area has succeeded as we expected, exactly in this testing area, the red zone. And we are here in potential ABC finished as an impulse, and we drop down impulsively again. Now, Target were, of course, for a wave 4 in this blue box, which it was invalidated. So that means we simply drop down. There is no 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. We're going to delete this. And we're going to reshape here our scenarios, which is an ABC, right? Where we have potential A, B, and a C. Or even if you want to take this high, because some charts are, of course, higher here, 3 ways down, 3 ways up, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Of course, to hit is the same target, whether you are in a zigzag or in a regular flat. That means this wave C is on the way. Currently, you are very impulsive. You're looking here for a potential 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay. So this is what I'm expecting as well for the gold. I'm expecting, of course, a lower wave 4. And that because as well all the metals are showing the same almost. Of course, after this massive triangle we got a 1, 2, 3, a massive move here, but I believe we're still in a wave 4, right? So wave 4 and a 5. Now the wave 5 might be short, and that because of course when you have a very extended wave 3, it is very likely to have a short wave 5. It might be sometimes truncated, it might simply take the high and move toward the downside. Okay. Yeah, so I'm still, of course, I'm still positive on the gold, but we still need a correction. Don't forget that in the all-time history, we are exactly where we were looking for. So yeah, we were with the gold. We were analyzing the gold. We were in this area here on this channel, right? I think in this area. We were aiming for this blue box as the highest possibility, highest target, and here we are, right? So I would say target has been hit for me. Now one more high, one more low, it doesn't matter. After one more low that we get one more high, it doesn't matter. I think that this where we should be right now, and sooner or later, it is the time to drop down. Meaning, if you have one more low and one more high, it is time at least to take the 0.23. Okay, so this 0.23 is taken, of course, for wave 4 in the orange, meaning I'm considering here extended wave 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 for the wave 3, target hit. You're looking for a wave 4 as an impulse, and then you move for a wave 5 after it. 1 second, guys, please. Okay, so this is what I'm looking for. I'm still looking for this impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. At least, because you have two scenarios for this, by the way. Two scenarios. It is a wave C or a wave 3. Wave C as an A, B, and a C. The wave C has to be an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As a wave 3, you are in a 1, 2, and this is your wave 3. Also, it has to be the same scenario. Another scenario is your leading diagonal, of course, which is a 1, 2, 3, which is perfect target for a wave 3. And that's why we have this target. And because it is priority between all those scenarios, between the ABC and the 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, highest priority and highest possibility is the diagonal first, because the diagonal wave 3 is shorter than those. And that's why you have to consider potentially also zigzag, zigzag, correction, and then zigzag. And that's why in this scenario also it suggests a deeper correction. So we gotta be careful. Now I reverse the thing. Now I start to reverse because we're moving down. I don't consider the diagonal still in highest priority, because the priority right now, what if you are in the impulse, which is 0.23 at 3,150? Because if you want to think in diagonal here, in a wave 4, it might be much more deeper. Okay? It might be the 0.23 uncommon target even. Normally, wave 4 comes back to here, guys. But I doubt it a little bit here. Therefore, I'm switching right now after this high because it can be the 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. I'm switching to this possibility 3,100. Now, if broken and we see a signal of weakness and that we might drop for more, I mean, it depends on the structure we analyze. Okay, then I might count this scenario at that time. But now it's too early. So, in conclusion, in the micro level, one more low, one more high. After this, we need a correction. We reanalyze in this area. If the correction structure is good and done, and it shows, of course, trends that we move for higher, that's good. Wave 5 is unfolding. If not, then probably another wave 4 in diagonal here. Okay, that's it for the gold. A refresh, total refresh here for the all-time history as well. Is WXY part of wave 4? Polyheat. You're talking about NASDAQ. Yes, you're talking about NASDAQ. Yes, it is wave 4. Yes, can be wave 4. Exactly. NGC. Hello, KG. For gold, is it possible we are in wave 5 ending diagonal? Where 3 waves up are wave 1 of wave 5. I need I think you talk about the micro level a little bit here, not micro so much, but 4-hour chart or 2-hour chart, I think. Let's see. For gold, is it possible we are in a wave 5 ending diagonal? Okay, I know what you mean. Yeah, where 3 waves up, wave 1. Yes, yes, exactly. So you're asking what if we are in a zigzag wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, 4, and a 5, right? So this is what you're asking for. Well, can be, but it's too early, buddy. It's too early to call it. Where you can call it is when after this impulse, when we don't take this low, meaning after you drop here and you need, of course, a zigzag structure and it fails because, of course, you need to finish the wave 5, then retrace, then move down. And when you fail to take the low, then it is time to think about it. Okay? Then it is time. Oh, it might be 1, 2. When you fail, meaning when we see strands here, we start to see my favorite signal here. Okay, then we call a wave 3. Okay, but currently we cannot simply, but it is possibility, yes, but the possibility is still like 10-15%. Highest possibility right now because of the data here that we have so far is 3 waves down. Okay. Yep. All right. NASDAQ, yes. That's true, Poly. Okay, guys, let's move to the silver as well. So for the silver, I think not so far from the gold, so I'm not gonna take so much time for it. For the silver, we are looking also here. Yes, so we are looking at the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very clear impulse, by the way, clean one, right? You have an impulse internally, clean impulse for wave 3, clean impulse for wave 5, right? And then we move in ABC. Now, I was very also surprised with this move for the silver, where we saw a 1.618 here, or above it even, and then we dropped down very massively again within the gold. But very interesting that it has outperformed the gold. Yeah, so it showed much performance than the gold, and especially that the direction of the market was downward. But look what happened without taking the high. Very, very, very tricky, guys, right? That was very, very tricky. So basically, because we are impulsive and because it is in the formation of the fifth wave, so very likely, of course, unless it doesn't take the low and it keep it as 3 waves here, and then it start to move higher again. That's interesting. But yeah, because we didn't took yet the invalidation like the gold. But why I think that it might take it, because first you are in the very low 0.5 fib level for wave 4, very uncommon, and second, the gold took the invalidation. And come on, I mean, okay, you outperformed the gold, but you cannot be better than the gold, silver, you know? So, I mean, logic a little bit here, right? So, yeah, so I doubt it, guys, that it might move for a new high, especially that you are impulsive. Okay, target still $45, still in an A, B, C potential zigzag or regular flat here. We're gonna see what's gonna happen, of course. Also, you can count many possibilities here, but still too early. Again, is the same what who asked for it? NGC Charlie. If you are in 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, you can be, but we're still too early to call it, okay? Because you need the three ways first. You need to reject here as a signal, right? 5 ways up, 3 down. You take the high, and then we call it, okay? You can be even in a triangle. Nobody knows, but it's still also too early. You need to fail to take the low by all means. Once we fail to take it and we move higher here, okay, I start to call the new possibilities. Okay, but now probabilities are simple. Yeah, just we keep it simple right now until, of course, we finish what we have based on these data that we have. Okay, so step by step, always, of course. Yeah, so all-time history, if you are interested with it, I can show it very fast for the silver. For the all-time history, 1 second, guys, let me organize. So this is 2 hours chart folder. There you go. Okay, so for the all-time history, we are also on the target. We are very close to the target that we were looking for, right? The same as for the gold. I still think that we can move for higher. Of course, I still think this, because you have here kind of like a zigzag wave 1, you have the zigzag wave 3. You took the high, by the way, right? Which is nice as a diagonal. And then you have the wave 4 ABC, and then finally the zigzag here, wave 5. Now, what is very, very tricky is that this impulse here is very extended wave 5. Like you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. But the question mark is, can it be that this is going to transform to a wave 3 and then having 4, 5, 4, 5, meaning 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5 to finish A, B, and a C perfectly in the blue box? And this is what I'm looking for, because what we're looking at right now can be very likely, this correction that you're looking at it right now on the lower time frame, can be very likely that it might be a potential alternation for this wave 2 here. If this is gonna transform to 1, 2, wave 3, sorry, yes, exactly, 1, 2, 1, 2, wave 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, yes. So alternation for this wave 2, probably. So yeah, this is what I'm looking for. If not, then okay, it's done. Can be, of course, probably one more high, as we see, of course, this zigzag, one more high related to this wave 5 extended, and we drop down the same as the gold is requiring. 0.23, where you might be in something impulsive here to be tested, which is this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, this wave 4 is related on an impulse, but yeah, we gotta be careful with it. It can be, guys. Why? Because if you take the history here before for the silver, very, very long time ago here, even World War I, you can count here something. Even let's take it from there, the same as for the gold from the 60s. Yeah, you can count a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, you can count an impulse, and probably here you can count also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, despite that the wave 4 is very sharp while the wave 2 is very flat, good alternation, but the timing is not reflecting. But still a very good alternation, meaning still can be a possibility for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then what if we have the 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5? So this hidden price action in the 60s can change the whole situation here. Believe me. Because if you're gonna take only the candles that are visible for you, you have to count zigzags, which makes it very clear ending diagonal. And that means you're gonna drop down for a wave two. That's massive. But if you take into consideration the impulses, do you know what does this change? It changed a lot, guys. It changed a lot. First, it means in the micro level, you're gonna get 4, 5. Plus, it changed a lot because this will transform to 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, probably very massive. Okay, it changed a lot. That's why this hidden price action that you see here in the 60s and before, yeah, before is very, very interesting and very important, honestly. Yep. In gold 1 hour frame, last massive drop down till now is 3 waves. So this week did not make the fifth waves and it rise. Can we expect more highs? This is exactly what I mentioned few minutes ago. That yes, we didn't finish the wave 5, but it is on the way, right? But yes, if we don't take it, so yeah, to be reanalyzed, of course. But yeah, I doubt it because you took invalidation with it, buddy. You know, this is what supports my my expectations here. It's not just that the very micro level. What is more important than the whole thing that you are looking is this: you took the invalidation of a 1, 2, 3. So the move upward is invalidated, you know, and you move, of course, right now impulsively. So yeah, this is the thing, right? So, but of course, if the things stays as 3 ways, I'm not expecting here to take the high. This is the thing. I cannot do this because you cannot simply take it as higher prices here as an impulse, right? It's already invalidated. It's not allowed as a rule to interfere with the zone one. This is the thing. All right, guys, let's move on. So this is a refresh and a big reminder for the metals here. I hope that you enjoy it. And of course, let's move on with Nvidia at 43 minutes here. For Nvidia, let's see if Nvidia did a rebound with NASDAQ lately, like with the last hours of Friday. Okay, let's type it Nvidia. Okay. Alrighty. Come on, Trading View. Why it is lagging today? Huh? Okay. Come on. All right. I think because my account is loaded with analysis, with labels, I think the Trading View account becomes a little bit laggy because many charts are full with labels and the things I think I need to reduce this. So basically, guys, what we are looking here on the daily, let me make it very clear for us. Here we go. So for the daily, we are looking here at the potential wave one, of course, that we are estimating in case that it is finished over there, because we have a 1, 2, and a wave 3, 4, and a 5. Okay. So in this case scenario, you finished a clear 5 waves. Now we were estimating what if we get an extension here, meaning this diagonal transform to a wave 1, 2, and then we move for higher. And for a while, it was working perfectly, right? Until we saw this massive drop. Now, currently, we have to re-estimate. Are we still in this scenario? 1, and we have a WX and a Y or running flat here, ABC, and we're still in a wave 2 finished, and we move for higher. So the possibility is still there, guys. It's still there as a 1-2 potential 3-4-5 continuation after a running flat. Answer or clearer answer can be given, of course, in the micro level. And that means if we are still in a potential wave 1 here, and you are in WX and a Y because, or running flat, by the way, this is like SPX. I didn't realize this. It is like SPX. It didn't took the low, meaning this is a running flat so far, where you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 failing to take the low. And that means, of course, A, B, and a C. And currently, because of this impulse right now, which is, let me check if it is clean one, 15-minute. Yes, it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is a clean impulse. So yes, guys, I'm expecting, of course, something is gonna trap us. I mean, not us, but it's kind of like trap after this FOMO in the market. But here we go. Here we are. This is what we are always. That's why I do always priorities, guys. I don't go like even if the market is very very panic. I don't go like yeah, we're dumping. We're let's cry all together. So step by step, we'll see, guys. But we didn't took the low, a signal of strength. You finish 5 waves and you move 5 waves up. It's a very strong signal, guys. Okay. So it might be, of course, the 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 continuation toward the upside here. Meaning this leading diagonal might still 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a wave 3, then 4 and a 5, of course, to finish again the wave 1, which it comes back to the same scenario we were expecting, extended wave 1. All right, so yep, we'll see. All right, guys. Okay. So that's it for Nvidia. I think the same as SPX. I don't see so much yeah, like very bearish scenarios. Now, what is the possibility even WX and a Y triangle? You move for higher. Yeah. Even in this possibility where you might have WX and a Y and the Y might be a triangle, you move for higher. Okay. So even this possibility is showing power here. And I start to think in triangle because of this low was not taken. Even if 886 taken, the rule is not broken. It's a guideline, but when you see this, you might start to think here about triangle. Okay, alrighty. So nice for Nvidia as well. Let's see Tesla. Did Tesla also rebound on Friday? Let's check. Okay, come on. Sorry, guys. It's loading very, very slow. All right, here we go. Okay, so for Tesla, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Yes, we're still looking for this wave 4 in the yellow scenario. So as you can see, we have failed, of course, a potential leading diagonal here. Very horrible, by the way. Um, oh, okay. I got an idea here also. Hopefully not, but I think I have to share this. Sorry, I just got this potential scenario. What if you got a wave 4 here and you finished an ending diagonal wave 5 truncated? Hmm, that's interesting because you took the 1-to-1 fib level. Well, because I believe that the main target was 516. Okay, but because of the failure or of everything going on right now, I think that Tesla somehow failed. And as I mentioned always on the daily, be careful. I'm not interested here anymore. Once you took this fib level, I'm not interested above the 516. And we gotta be careful because all the scenarios might have topped. Okay. Now, why I'm still, of course, doubting it a little bit, because you didn't simply took the invalidation yet. That's all. But if the price is gonna take the 350, well, that's it, guys. That was it. This is a truncated wave 5. So very interesting to keep this in mind. Okay, with Tesla. Again, on the daily for Tesla, it's kind of like finished. It's done. Okay, it's time to move down. I'm sorry, guys, but yes, this is. I know it's Tesla and everything, but well, what can I say? This is a chart. What does it say? And we have here a potential impulse, right? In a wave A or a wave 1, you got the correction, you got an impulse. This impulse did not reach above the 1-to-1 fib level, even was this, if you want to say, okay, but what if this part belongs to the impulse? Okay, let's say so. You take then the wave 3 rather than wave 1, you will see that even it didn't reach the 1.27, which is very, very weak for a wave 3 in an impulse. Therefore, very likely that this is a zigzag finish there around the 1-to-1 fib level. Meaning, very likely your wave A is there. You have 3 ways up, 3 ways down, expanding flat, and now you finish up in an ending diagonal in zigzags. This zigzag has to take this fib level, which is perfect blue box, taken already, by the way, and therefore I was not interested anymore. Now, internally, of course, you can have 4-5-4-5, but we gotta be careful from that truncation scenario here, okay? Because it might have finished here, the ABC, and we drop down. Now, why we drop down? Of course, because you finished wave A, meaning what does it mean, wave A? It means 3 ways up. It means the A, the B, and the C that you finished here. Within it has formed the wave A in the magenta, the wave B in the magenta, and of course, you have the wave C in the magenta to finish a wave A, right? So 3 waves toward the upside, finished in a wave A. In a wave 1, you finished also in case, let's say, okay, it's an impulse, right? Let's say always it is an impulse, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. It's done, it's finished. You took the high in 5 ways diagonal, ending diagonal. Now, what are the probability for the future? Basically, the first priority scenario is transferring this diagonal from ending to leading. And that means it becomes 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5. Then, okay, I extend everything. Okay? This what this is your closest bullish scenario, meaning you need a drop first. I don't know, new projects with Tesla, new technology, and so on, and then we move up. Okay, yeah. Unless the second scenario is gonna be here potentially a triangle sideways, meaning you finish 3 ways up, wave B, wave C, in running triangle, of course, because you took the high above this. Third scenario in priority is, of course, a very deep correction, meaning 3 ways down, can be 3 ways up, can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or, of course, W, X, and a Y here, finished in a wave B, and then you drop down, but very far right now. Okay, so we have to estimate the wave 2 probably before we move for higher. All right, guys. So yeah, this is regarding Tesla. Okay, so let's move with your special request. We are at 54 minutes, and we're gonna start with AMD here. So AMD, come on. All right. Um, oof, very slow. All right. Okay, guys. Maybe. Okay, maybe I need to refresh, but maybe after we finish AMD. Okay, guys. All right, for AMD, we are looking here at a potential A, B, and a C in the all-time history. So we have an impulse correction. We have, of course, the wave B, very long correction. And that because, of course, you don't have an impulse here. It's all corrective, and this is your diagonal potentially or ABC in WX and a Y. However, your wave B is there. Currently, after it, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And currently, we are estimating the ending diagonal, right? So we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. In the wave 5, you need this diagonal, of course, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We were estimating the wave 3 perfectly hit target, by the way, right? We hit perfectly the target. And currently, I'm looking for a wave 4 in this area 164, 141. And that because, of course, the diagonal, very obvious, it is in zigzags, right? So I'm expecting wave 4 and another zigzag for later on for wave 5. Okay, that it might reach, I doubt that we're gonna reach the major one. We're gonna get much more higher precision, of course, based on the wave 4. And we get, of course, the wave 5 of diagonal as a precise target here. So I would say that yeah, I think we're still looking for for higher definitely, but we still need a retracement internally on the micro level. You got three waves down corrective, which is very clear correction, but don't forget that you still corrective upward as well, meaning three ways down, three ways up, very likely impulse 1 2. Maybe you're gonna get a 1 2 here as a zigzag, and then you drop down. And that makes it, of course, a potential deeper correction here for a potential 1-to-1 at $221. Okay, here we go. This is what I'm looking right now for AMD. Now, yeah, of course, this is an impulse, right? So here it is. No, actually, it's not. Oh, it's not. So this is different from NASDAQ and SPX. Yeah, it reflects what we are looking at here as correction, guys. It's a three waves here, not an impulse. Be careful. So three ways down, three ways up. So very clear 1 2. Maybe we drop down directly then. Okay, for AMD. Right, very nice. So first, let me refresh. But let me save. Refresh. Okay. The next one we have here Palantir at 58 minutes. Okay, so Palantir. Okay, wow, the refresh didn't do anything. All right, so for Palantir, I think we still here on the 1 hour chart, very corrective. Okay, three ways down, ABC. All right. So I think yes, we still very corrective for Palantir. I think even this high has been taken. I'm looking for a wave 4 in the yellow scenario here, where we have, of course, on the all-time history a potential 1 2 1 2 3 4 and a 5 in a wave 3 finished. So since the wave 3 is done and finished, well, we gotta be careful. We might be looking, of course, for after this wave 4. Now, this wave 4 targets taken from the wave 2 to the wave 4. We have the 0.23 and 0.38 probably, of course, for a wave 4. Who is talking so much on the Discord? Okay, crypto community. Sorry, guys. All right. Wave 4, wave 5. So we have $114. Okay, we have 1 2 3 4 and a 5. So yeah, I think this is what's going on, guys. I think that this is finished here. 1 2 3 4 and a 5. Despite that it looks like a kind of like diagonal here expanding, but for me even it can be, of course, a an impulse here. But what I don't like is, of course, that the wave 3 is horrible, right? It doesn't look like very nice, but it still can be, guys. It still can be like 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. No intersection here, so can be very likely, guys. Can be, and then 3, 4, and a 5. Can it be 1 more 4, 5? Maybe. Let me check also the very low. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. Wow, this is an impulse here. Okay. It shows kind of like an impulsive wave. Okay, guys, I need to mute. Sorry, guys, it's too much. It just okay. All right. So three waves. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. How we get sure that this is gonna be impulsive now? Very simple. Taking the all-time high, not the all-time high, this high. This is confirmation for higher. Okay, 195. Unless it is double 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. So we gotta be careful. Okay. If you take this, if we take this, okay, then you feel comfortable, yes, to move for one more high. If you take 194, this is your key level. Very simple. Why? Because once you take this high, you invalidate a 1, 2, 1, 2, and if you invalidate a 1, 2, okay, then the last scenario you might have potential ABC expanding flat, but very low possibility because this impulsive, meaning zigzag. Okay, that's it for Palantir. All right, let's see CSU at 1 hour 2 minutes. CSU. All right. Constellation software. Okay. Come on, trading view. Yep. So chat, where are you? What do you think we're gonna have this week? Drop it. Bullish or bearish? Okay. I think okay, this is not really good stock, I think. It's just dropping down. Be careful. But I need the all-time history. Oh, man, what's going on with trading view today? Oh, okay. No, it's a very good one. Okay, so this is the all-time history for wow, what a move. Okay, we have obvious leading diagonal 1, 2, 5. Okay, so we have to count 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Another 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, 4, and a 5. Okay, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, obviously finished. So you finished here this impulse. Internally, you have here 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 for a wave 1, 2, and then you count again 1, 2, or this might be your wave 3, by the way, extended, or 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 wave 3, and then 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for this. So yes, it is a good count here for a wave 3, then 4 and a 5, and obviously this is very clear, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. It's a finished wave A, B, C, or a finished wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And your minimum target has to be the 0.38 here in case you are in a wave 2. So you gotta be careful with it. Now, of course, if you don't want to go, I mean, this is a very strong move. So I believe that it is a little bit risky to take the logarithmic fib level. So that means you might be already in the right fib level. But obviously, yes, obviously it is impulsive towards the downside. So what I'm really expecting is this area, at least. So on the linear, of course. We're talking here on the linear. Here we go. So this area is gonna be there, 2050. It's an interesting stock, by the way. How we didn't do it before? Why we didn't? No one asked for it. So very clear impulse, but be careful. It is a very deep ABC. Okay, as a zigzag. Okay, so right now is not really the right time anymore, but I think that this might be the situation there. Okay, 2000, right? By the way, the weekly is bleeding like crazy, and you are in the old like the sold oversold area. Also on the weekly, it might be, of course, there is a rebound for wave B here. Don't forget, yeah. So there is a rebound for wave B. So it might be the right time also if you want, but be careful with the wave B. They are very tricky. But look at the RSI; it's very low here. So potential rebound is there, I would say. And you finish a structure probably, yes. One, two, one, two, three, four, five. Well, be careful. Maybe for five even, or it is the one, two, three, four, five, wave B there, and then one, two, three, four, five. But I doubt it a little bit. It might be the wave B and expanding flat, A, B, and a C, and then you drop down for wave C here. This is what I think. Okay, guys. We'll see. But this one, anyway, be careful with it. Okay. So, but it's a very strong trend upward. Very nice. All right. Let's see PayPal. Right. Okay, so for PayPal, we were looking here, yeah, at a potential finished wave one, right? Let's take the time history. Okay, so yeah, we have one, two, three, four, and a five. A or a wave one finished, very deep impulse in a wave two or a wave B, but let me check one, two, three, four, five, wave three, four, and a five. One, two, three, four, five. Yes, and then three ways up. Hmm. Yeah. So we're still dumping here for PayPal. Be careful. It is impulsive. Very clear impulse. Very clear corrections three ways, meaning you're still dumping. There is no diagonal upward, but downward. So be careful. Failure to take the scenario that we were looking for, in case that we are not right, but I think we're very right here to be impulsive. A, B, and a C. So we gotta be careful with it. Yeah. So you're looking here for one, two, three, four, and a five probably. If it doesn't want to be worse, one, two, three, four, five. I'm scared about PayPal. It doesn't look very nice, honestly. So be careful with it, guys. ACLS, 1 hour, 8 minutes. ACLS. Axelis Technologies. All right. I think we never did this. Probably. Yes, we never did it. All right. Okay. Oh, all right. Now it is loading. Okay, trading view. All right. So three ways down. One, two, three, four, and a five. Very clear psychology, new psychology taken over there. So you have a clear impulse. One, two, three, four, and a five. ABC expanding flat. One, two, and then one, two, one, two, three, four, five, four, five. Okay. Wave three. No invalidation. That means three, four, and a five diagonal, but we need to make sure. Well, wave three. Okay, then if this is a zigzag, what is that? Also zigzag. Oh, then that means it's a short wave C here. A, B, and a C, shortwave C, it is a bunch of zigzags for a diagonal. Okay. Which very interesting. Okay. Let's see. All right. If this is a zigzag, also there. Okay. But you got already, okay, you got the clearance that we are corrective downward. Yes. I'm going to explain. So it's still bullish, guys, of course. So the thing here, you have a one, probably one, two, three. Okay. Maybe not finished yet, but I'm pretty sure that you're unfolding wave three. Why? Because let me show you why. Because if you are not in a wave 2 here, or a wave B, of course, for an ABC, you wouldn't invalidate there. So if you are in 1, 2, 3, wave 4, you got invalidation, okay? Which it has turned it, of course, invalidation of bearish, which it has turned it, of course, into an ABC here. Now, the question mark, are we done? Or it is gonna turn into regular flat big ABC for a bigger wave 2, which I think so. Okay, so what I think is gonna happen here is an A, B, and a C. Now, why I think so? Because don't forget, guys, timing is also a part of trading. You cannot do everyday money, right? That's why time is there. So this is the thing. I mean, you cannot do money every day with the same chart. This is what I mean. Three ways down, three ways up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You need minimum required time 0.38. Okay. So, yeah. Yeah. You're still looking for this area minimum target is 0.38. And that means you're looking after, I'm going to take logarithmic here. It's fine. Yes. You're looking for potentially this area. And that means three ways down, three ways up, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. You hit the 0.38 and bang, you move for higher. All right. Okay. For DAX, 1 hour, 12 minutes. The German index, which is kind of scary somehow. I mean, it's a nice move lately for the index, but the move is creepy. How it is creepy because of course you got this massive impulse, right? And then we got wave two, and then we start to move in one, two again potentially, and then another one, two. Um, Again, I will explain for those who does it wasn't, of course, in the previous explanation why I don't consider a one, two, three, four, and a five, right? Because you're not allowed to have wave three shorter than the wave 5, shorter than the wave 1, and which make it, of course, a failed impulse and make it probably only in several 1-2s. Now, what I'm see after it, because you got, okay, several 1-2s and you have already a huge one, hello, you need a wave 3, right? You need to see some really move toward the upside here, 1.618. But yeah, the things are not really looking perfect for this scenario because we still kind of like, okay, we move, but we start to be like, is it a bubble, right? And if we move again another 1-2, that would be too many 1-2s. Now for stocks, normally it can be, all right, it can be so much impulsive like this, like with several 1-2s. And that means, of course, you might get a drop here, which I'm still looking for it anyway, 0.38 at 22K. And of course, then you need to move for higher. But the scary scenario is the WXNY here, okay? That you might get a zigzag, zigzag, and then you drop down with an X, of course, in between. So if we drop down, that means, of course, all of this is going to transform to kind of like three ways, and you drop down maybe, okay, regular flat or running flat, the same as NASDAQ do, like A, B, and a C, somehow like 5 waves, failing to take the low, right? But still a major drop here, okay? Still can be a major drop. So yeah, we gotta be careful with it. On the all-time history, if we take a look at it, also we are already we are already in our blue box as per expectations, and that means for the German index here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 finished wave one or wave A. You have your wave two or your wave B. You are in 1, 2, and then wave three. Now, preferably, of course, to reach the 1.618, also as expected. But the wave three is scary right now. Internally, it is scary. So this is what I mean, guys. If you are in 1, 2, 3, 4, and this wave five as a 1, 2, 3, well, what is the wave three? I mean, okay, we push higher, 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 but you need a clean impulse inside it, and we don't have it yet. So I'm afraid of transforming to something as a bubble here, and boom, you know, and then wave four, and then wave five, three, four, and a five. Okay, so can it be the situation like 3 ways down, 3 ways up, running flat, failing to take the low somehow? Maybe it's gonna be shorter, not so deep like this, but it might do. Okay, and then moving for higher. Well, we'll see, guys. But yeah, the indications here. I mean, look, Elliott wave never mistakes with those signals, especially when you get this type of a wave three shorter than wave one and shorter than wave five. Plus another indication, honestly, I don't trust this one because also this wave five for me looks like a zigzag. So a little bit creepy structure here. Okay, and yeah, so we gotta be careful with it. Yep. RR 1 hour 17 minute. Rich Tech Robotics. All right. Okay, we did this before. Okay, you cannot really trust so much this chart yet. But unless if you found really psychology here, but you need a proof, meaning if you are in 1, 2, 1, 2, you need the proof of a wave three. Um, so we need to see continuation now. With this price, it's okay. It's moving slowly upward, but what is that here? Yeah, so this is a question mark. So I don't really recommend it so much, but if this is the case, your target 1 to 1 fib level might be there. A, B, like 1, 2, 1, 2, and then wave three. But this one, okay, yes, I was estimating potential ABC here in 3 ways up, 3 ways down, and you move in a wave C, 1 to 1 fib level, 24. Yeah, can be, guys, can be, but be careful from it. Okay, be careful. What if really we have to consider this as an A, potential WX and a Y, finish wave B, and you drop down wave C, meaning expanding, or regular flat, regular flat, meaning you take the low. So yeah, you cannot really trust it. So preferably to find always something that it makes you feel comfortable, right? When you want to trade your money or to invest your money. So triple QG, Invesco NASDAQ, ETF, yes. All right, guys. So this one we never did before, obviously. Okay, but that is only still okay. Let's go all time history. All right, here we go. Hmm. All right. Okay. So I'm gonna be honest. I mean, it looks like, of course, related to something in NASDAQ or whatever it is, but doesn't mean, of course, that it has to be something very bullish. But you still lack of data here to have a clearer vision, of course. But I can say that you have one, two. What I don't like after it is that you got here kind of like three ways, unless, of course, you have to count this as one, two, three, four, and a five. You took the high here, by the way. One, two, three, four, five, meaning one, two, and you're looking right now for a wave three. Okay, so this is all what I can say about it right now. But of course, you cannot take it like this is for sure is gonna happen. Okay, so it might be something else. Hello, Syed. How you doing, buddy? Nice to see you here. Yep. So this is what I think, guys. But yeah, you need a little bit much more data, maybe. But let me check the target. Wave three. Okay, your possible target is this area. Now, if you get this 1.618, you start to get some confidence there. Okay, you start to get some confidence. But if you don't, and you see a drop down and you take this here, okay, let me put this. If you take it there, it's a weakness, okay? It can be confirmation for lower, but not 100% sure, because yeah, you have to be careful from something like that, right? ABC. So I'm gonna put this A, B, and a C. Be careful from it as well, right? All right. Triple QJ. All right. And Nike for 1 hour 22 minutes. All right. So Nike. Okay. I'm gonna make a poll for you guys because we need to get some sentiments here. Um, are we going bullish this week? Here we go. All right. Let me know, what do you think? Are we going bullish this week? Yes or no? All right. So let's get some sentiments. All right. For this one, Nike, where is the chart? Of course, there is more than this, but trading view is today horrible. I don't know. It wasn't like that when I was doing the crypto market few hours ago. I don't know why now. I think it's from TradingView, definitely, because my connection is very strong. I mean, it's not my connection the problem, and of course, I cannot stream with such a connection if it cannot load the chart. So I don't know what's going on with the website. There is a load on it, maybe. I don't know. Right. I don't know. Okay, here we go. So Nike again. I think we have to take this one. Okay. Yes. All right. Um, okay, so for Nike all-time history, you are in a potential 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5 toward the upside. Or we are in an ABC, yeah? So very clear impulse, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're looking for a wave 5, at least 1 to 1 flip level, $313 to be taken for a wave C. If we dive inside it for this wave 4 here, currently we saw a kind of a rebound after it. So we see a potential 1 2 1 2, but you took the 886. Now, with this 886, you cannot really be confident that you're moving for higher, especially that the structure looks five ways. So we gotta be careful. It might turn into an ABC, meaning continuation for lower prices here. And with this continuation for lower prices, you might be also in a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So we got to be careful with Nike. It might be, of course, looking for deeper correction here, right? So confirmation for lower anyway is taken, and we might dive deeper. I don't know what's going on with trading view, A, B, and a C, right? So we have to still keep it in mind. Where is ah, okay, here we go. Can be this wave B, and you're looking for a deeper wave C. Well, can be, guys. Okay, so we gotta be careful. You might still investigate the zero point 0.5 fib level because I see like continuation for lower in the micro level. Okay. All right. So for MO here, let's see at 1 hour 25 minutes. Okay. So MO, which is Altria Groups. Okay. All right. All time history. Here we go. Okay. So for come on, there you go. Yes. So for this one, nice move, nice stock. It looks strong, solid. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a wave. One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a five. Okay, interesting. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Wave 3, 4, 5, 4, and a 5. And right now, your final 4 and a 5 is extending. Wow. Okay, very nice. So what you have here is a potential unfinished wave 3 then. Okay. And we're going to start to walk from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And then you have another 1, 2, 3, 4, and a potential wave 5. Can be. Can be this one or different one. I'm going to tell you also the possibilities. But you still have also 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, probably even for brackets here. There you go. Now, it can be also that you have finished a wave 5 short here, right? And currently, which I like it much more, honestly, wave 3 finished there and wave 4 there. And currently, you're looking for this wave 5 because this looks much more like an impulse wave 3, 4, and a 5. Yes, I'm much more convinced with this one. Internally, then, of course, we have to count again a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 in the gray small count. So basically, you want to continue for high. And I think after this massive move, it is very likely you are in the diagonal here, the ending diagonal. It can be very likely, guys. Okay. Because after this massive move and in several 1 2s, you want to have an ending. Yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Again, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, and a 5 extended to finish a wave 3 and then having another wave 4 and a 5. So it's not finished yet, of course. Yeah. Targets that it might hit there is the following wave 5/1. So probably can be this target, but be careful. It might not in case, of course, it is a diagonal. You might simply take the high and you drop down again for a wave 4 and then wave 5. So be careful. You might simply take the all-time high here. Okay, so okay, all-time high, right? To be taken. So yeah, unless of course, how do you know that you are impulsive? So I'm gonna give you also the signal for that. To know that you are very impulsive, still, you would like to see wave 3. Yes, that's why I think this is a diagonal. You see why? You hit the perfect target and you move down. I mean, of course, I'm used a little bit to catch the fib levels before putting it directly. But yeah, I already saw the drop down from the perfect. But how do you know that you might be in something very impulsive from there if you continue directly from here and you take the one-to-one fib level. What I think it might happen is a wave 4, meaning you need to drop, and then wave 5. You take the all-time high, you drop down again, and then up. But if we move directly up and you take the 72, that means, of course, wave 3 is unfolding. Okay? That means this box. All right? So, this is what I think. For Coinbase, we're going to do it since we have no trading today. It's a Sunday. Woo! Right? So, Coinbase. Let me check the poll. What do you think, guys? Okay, we got some votes there. 62% says yes, we're going bullish. 38% are saying no. But we need more votes, guys. Come on. You are 27 people here. We need to see the 27 votes. Come on, guys. What do you think? Bullish or bearish for this week? Okay. So let's see. Coinbase. Well, basically, I want to check a little bit also the all-time history first. Shianzu, thank you very much, buddy. It's a pleasure always, and I'm glad that it helps always, buddy. Okay, for Coinbase, we are looking here at WXNOY downward. We have 1 2 1 2 3 4 and a 5. That's fine. 3 4 and a 5. That's great. And currently, we're still looking for this wave 5 to be finished. Now, currently, this wave 5 is unfolding as 1 2 3 4 and a 5. Okay, perfect. Everything looks great on the all-time history. But let's check, of course, the structure internally here. So if we are in a 1 2, okay, 1 2 3 4 5 for wave 3, that's true. A, B, and a C, also that can be very true. But the problem that I have is only the time of this wave 4, right? But the thing is starting to look kind of like, have you realized one-to-one fib level the reaction? So it's very interesting, right? So we start to see a reaction after a finished structure, potentially as diagonal, which is your wave C, right? So probably we have finished here an A, B, and a C. Very interesting, right? We finished kind of like diagonal. And we see a reaction. Now, if we continue to drop down, well, okay, something is wrong. Don't forget your invalidation anyway for the bullish is $213. That means, of course, we take this low when you take this one. But basically, higher possibility is to move continuation for higher. The same target is still there for Coinbase. That's very interesting because it might reflect a little bit the crypto market here. I mean, Coinbase, of course, it's a crypto market. So, yeah, we'll see. All right, guys. So that's it for today. For the poll, okay, you don't want to vote. I'm not gonna do poll for you anymore. I'm sad now. All right, guys. So we have 9 votes. It says 56 and 44%, which is very equivalent. I prefer to had. I'm late a little bit with the poll. Sorry, guys, but yeah, it's fine. We're gonna see what's gonna happen, of course, in the next hours. I think, of course, as conclusion, guys, I think that it worth to check the bullish scenario. Yes, that it worth that we might move for higher, right? Because we see, of course, lately this small impulse on the 15-minute chart. Direction of market is moving up, hitting, of course, the running flat wave C in 5 waves, and probabilities are still high, of course, to continue the trend. Yep, I wish you to have a nice eve, and of course, see you tomorrow with a new week